Hey, Smokestack fans, Johnny C here in New Jersey. It is a cold December morning, 2025. We had a little bit of snow last night. It pretty much melted a little bit out there. What are we doing today? We're here with the 15.0 JC. I did a complete ignition upgrade. Took out the mechanical ignition system, which was the points, condenser, coil, whatnot. Replaced it with a high-performance Pertronix ignition system. I have a lot of bad comments about their quality, but we had to straighten out a lot of stuff. All the details are on the Smokestack forum in my thread, which I'll post later on, along with some pictures. But anyway, we just got done hooking up everything. We did a test run yesterday, but today I put new spark plugs in, NGK, what numbers were they? I don't know, B something or 6B, whatever hell. Nonetheless, we increased the gap. Onan calls for 0.035. We went 40 thousandths, okay. With the high performance coil, we're gonna get much more energy, so we're good. So we're gonna start this thing up. I just got done closing up everything. This thing is stone cold, okay? Stone cold. Probably almost as cold as it is outside. I don't want to run this thing long if it starts. It may blow up, you may never know, but you'll see it first right here on this video. But once I get it started, I don't want to run it too long because I don't have the cooling tins on. I just want to see if this thing starts. What are we running today? We're not running gasoline. We got this thing hanging over here. We're going to run propane. We got 3 bottles right here hooked in through our regulator. This will run, obviously, gasoline as well as propane. Got the switch right there. Let's give it a whirl. We're going to run unload it. Hopefully soon, after I get the cooling tins back on, we'll start playing around with the oscilloscope in the back. It has a whole purpose right over there. Check the quality. Hey, there's Bones. You know I was looking for this guy all week. Couldn't find him. What's he doing now? He's just sitting around doing nothing. Anyway, let's give this thing a shot. Here we go. Starts right up. Look at that. Perfect. Excellent. We like it. All right. At the end of this video, I'm going to start. Let me shut this thing down. Once again, I don't have the cooling tins on, so I don't want to overheat this thing and blow it up. Seize it up, actually. At the end of this video here, I'm going to post a bunch of pictures just to show you the simple upgrade from the mechanical ignition system to the Pertronix. Once again, I had a lot of issues with the I'm going to call it the ignition kit that Pertronix sent me. Wires were frayed. The edges of the base where the electronic module was mounted to was very sharp. They actually mounted the electronic part of the module to the base 180 degrees wrong. I had to correct all that. I called Pertronix. I made a complaint about it. And they said, well, as far as the wire insulation issue being frayed and cut, they said that's normal. And believe it or not, on the Smokestack forum, I did see some pictures from other people who installed the kits. They were frayed as well. Very poor quality. The fact that they mounted the electronic control module on the base 180 degrees wrong, that right there is a big red flag. But we straightened it all out. Maybe I should apply for a job over there. Quality control and fire all their asses. Anyway, so that's it. The thing works great. We're running unloaded, obviously. This was just a quick start, test run. Later on, we're going to be doing some tests with this JC. It's a 15 kilowatt. What's the specs on this here? 15 kilowatt, okay. Using the oscilloscope, which was the initial test that we're trying to do. Right up there. We're going to compare it with the power, the qualities with the other Gensets over here. That one works. That one works down there. With some of the other ones too, as well as the new inverter that I found in the dump. Got it working, had no spark. This right here is like the so-called latest technology. It actually runs pretty well. This is a Westinghouse generator. Onan has their own, well, I think it's all produced by the same company. Exactly the same to the T. A little bit different on the layout on the dashboard, but everything there. Same plastic covers, everything, just a different color. So I'm interested to see what the latest technology has compared to the old technology. Unfortunately, we had issues with the ignition system, so actually it was a condenser originally that was bad. Put me back in time. So anyway, let's see what happens. All right, that's it. Johnny C from New Jersey. Stand by for the picture show. Hey folks, Johnny C again here. I was going to post some pictures, but hey, listen, I got a little energetic. Want to see how this JC, now that it's all buttoned up, performs under load with electronic ignition. All right, we got all the cooling tins back on. I just started this thing. It's still cold. We're gonna let it warm up for a second, maybe 1-2 seconds. That's about it. Let's get back and see what we're doing as far as the oscilloscope readings and whatnot. Let me just show you real quick what we're looking at. We're not looking at the bottom row numbers. We're only looking at the top row numbers. Uh-oh. What's that? CO2 alarm. I'm gonna die. Well, before I die, let me complete this video. So we're looking at the top 2 meters right here. One leg and the other leg. As you can see, we're about 124 volts. Really not much of a load. All right. I think I got about 2 minutes before I die, so let's get this done quick. Here's where we're standing at right now. All right. I'm not gonna go into too much detail because we gotta get the hell out of here. I should probably move the generator outside, but nonetheless, let's do this. I don't know if we can see too much detail right here. So much for this phone. All right, let's throw some load on it. Right now, I'm gonna turn on the load bank. Oh, before I go into it, let's take a look how many amps we're drawing right here. 2.8 and 3.4. All right, add them together, and that's what we're doing. That's just some of the overhead. All right. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got about 11.25 and 11.89. So about 22 amps altogether. Here we go. All right. Throw some more load onto the JC. Let's see what we got right now as far as our draw. We got 28.3 and 28.8. Okay, and those together, that's what we're doing. We're doing 116 volts. I could actually up the voltage a little bit. Let's do that. Okay, we're at about 60 hertz. A little less. Things will have to be adjusted, but nonetheless, here we are. Again, looking at the top row. Let's add more load. Let's hope the JC doesn't die. All right, what do we got going here? We got over 10,000 watts, about 10,500 watts. Here we go. By the way, what do we got up here? About 234 parts per million CO2. I think I could live. All right, here we go. Here we are. Again, running propane, not gasoline, propane. She's doing good, doing good, doing good. All right, I'm not going to get into the details of the oscilloscope, but I'm just showing you the patterns. Any of you guys out there that know how to read all this, you'll see what we're doing here. I apologize for the, I'm going to say the video not being too clear as far as the numbers, but again, I got to get this done quick. Once again, okay, so this JC should have more to go, but again, we're only using a 10 kilowatt load bank. I could put more on it, but again, I gotta get this video done quick. All right, so let's back it down. Okay, we got everything off. Look at the top numbers. Left is for one leg, the right is for another leg. Add them together. Okay, here we go. What I'm going to do, I'm going to focus in on the oscilloscope as I increment the load. All right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we did 6 steps from basically no load to about 10.5 kilowatts. All right, I'm going to back it down. Back it down 1 step. Back it down another. Another. All right, pretty much no load. Okay, that's about it. Let me shut this down. All right, cool. All right, we're going to let the JC cool down a little bit. And looks like it's working pretty good. At a later date, we're adding more load, get this thing up to 15 kilowatts. Again, I'm testing the electronic ignition. These are the first tests that I'm running. So behave flawlessly from basically no load all the way up to 10.5 kilowatts. All right, and that was on propane. Again, this is a tri-fuel 15.0 JC to run propane, natural gas, and gasoline. We're not running gasoline. If I was, this would be in my in that thing right there. Okay, I think we're good. Shutting her down. Okay, we are good there. All right, let's see what we got for carbon monoxide. I have a fan and everything going here. All right, got about 132 parts per million. Let me get the hell out of here before I die. Johnny C from New Jersey. Take care, bye.